We're live on Dope and
Welcome to
Tape
the
live
Dope and
show.
Tape.
Here we are. Thanks for joining us. If you're joining us live, if you're watching the replay, run it up, share it, talk about us. Come on the show. We want to have you. It's tough to keep track right now because there's a lot of people, but we're trying to sort it out. The holidays are coming. So
So
the
the best way to come in
uh,
is
let's start
sorry.
off with the Victaulic rep. Had something come up. It's
Yeah.
okay. You know, people, it's life. Unexpected things happen. He's gonna come on, and we'll reschedule him. So tonight we're gonna do an episode with the Teague brothers. We got Nick back, and we got
Teague
Foreman
brothers.
Teague. Foreman Teague is the younger
Foreman
brother.
Teague.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Foreman Teague is the younger brother. Um, again, welcome, Brian. You want to say anything before we start?
Yeah, yeah, no, no, absolutely. Thank you all for following and watching. We appreciate that. Um, you know what? I completely forgot what I was gonna say.
You
But I tell you what, we opened LinkedIn today. So we now have a Dope and Tape LinkedIn. If you wanted to be a sponsor, then you can go through our LinkedIn. Also, I don't think the Discord is the best place to contact us at this moment. We're doing some changes in there to make it where it doesn't. What was it? Timing out, right? I think the best way to get in touch with us for coming on the show is on our Instagrams. So Bobby's is Blue Collar Bobby. Mine's Atlanta Fire Protection. That's the best way.
both of these guys are on Instagram. Do you care telling the people? Do you want them hitting you up? You want getting Instagram questions?
Shoot, I don't even
Yeah.
know mine.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right.
I was gonna say before
I,
this show,
I,
I didn't even use
if
Instagram.
you if you if you
yeah,
if
me.
you know him, you know him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before this show, I didn't use it. I'm mostly on Facebook.
Oh, really? All right. Well, we appreciate that. That's awesome. Thanks for
Yeah.
using the
Thank
apps
you
that
guys
thanks
for
for
coming
using the
on.
apps that we're using.
Yeah,
So
Chris got me on the show.
so we got
What's up, Pipe Queen? Teague is on. Jay Simmons.
Jay Simmons actually works with me.
Jay Simmons. Yeah, you got a Jay Simmons story.
oh
Oh, we just started working together, like
Mm,
probably 2 or 3 months ago.
okay,
I'm all screwed
I
up over here.
got
All
you.
right, there we go. So
Get it
sorry,
together, Bobby. Get it
I
together.
got so much shit going on my screen. The
That's
live's
a
coming
dope
in
shirt.
good. You got people coming in. Uh-oh. What the hell's happening right now?
Yeah. And guys, if y'all are watching me live on Instagram, follow out my Twitch or YouTube on the link tree. You know, the OnlyFans little link
Okay.
tree thing at the top of my profile, and you can come and watch. So, what do y'all work on today?
I was just fucking up the
Underground
screen
blowout.
I
share for a
barely did
second, I
anything.
think. My
I
bad to
worked
anybody
like
if you're getting dizzy.
3.5 hours.
3.5 hour day?
Yeah, it was kind of crap. So I had 5 heads, and I was gonna go and swap them out. So I get there, and this building is actually my account. It's a high rise in Atlanta, so I have a lot of rapport with the management, and I went into the fire pump room where I was supposed to change out 5 heads, and I looked at them. These things look brand new. I'm like, I went to go talk to the manager. I'm like, these don't need to be changed at all. Like if I swapped my heads with the ones that they had on, you wouldn't even know a difference. I was like, I don't know what's going on. So then I was reading it, and what the inspector actually wrote up was missing spare heads, and uh, and actually they didn't need them. But I didn't do the inspection, so and I'm there, and you got to attach time to something. So I
Were
left
there
them
spare heads?
heads. Yeah, there was tons of them.
Huh.
So so
Maybe
technically you're supposed to have like 6 per different types. I mean, they might have been like too short, but who really cares? They're there.
that thing had the laws on that changed recently, right? It's gotten so technical for us to give us a
Um,
printout, and depending on how many heads are on the job, you have to have a certain amount of replacements.
yes.
And
So it's a percentage.
if
That's
you see
correct.
pictures of the
And
fire pump room we built, you'll see that there's like 10 Head boxes. 3, 6.
That's also the same for sample testing. Now, the cool thing about sample testing, if there's several different areas of, let's say, a warehouse or a factory, the inspector can dictate what zones are what. So the inspector, let's say the property management pissed off the inspector. He can say that there are like any zone that he can kind of come up with, like 6 heads out of that zone, six heads out of that zone, 6 heads out of that zone. Instead of saying, all right, this big area we'll do 6, this big area we'll do like 3. So it's up to the inspector. The math is the same. It all depends on like the area. So
That's
I think
interesting.
that's pretty cool. Yeah.
So I started off with a couple technical difficulties, but I think I'm worked my way through. So I think I dropped the link in the Discord. I don't know if maybe Chris could check. I tried to do something new where I shared something in the Discord maybe. I tried to check it and then it came over on this screen and I think that I don't, so I just got out of it. But so Foreman Teague, how did you hear about sprinklers from brother or what happened? We couldn't really get much info out of Nick last time if you watched.
Oh yeah. Um, it's actually kind of ironic how I got into it. Nick called me up one day and said, literally was like, "You want to make $10? You'll make $12 in about 90 days. We're hiring." So that's how I first heard about it and got into it.
Right. So that must have been good money
Oh,
when I
cool.
started in the business. It was $10.
Well,
However,
Yeah, I
I
started
was
at
fresh out of high school.
12.
yeah, back back in the day. We're showing our age. So this was for the same company,
Yep,
and that's
same
what you
company.
did your apprenticeship. And what's the apprenticeship like that you did?
Uh, that's just a 4-year thing in house. I think I was in like 2 years before they finally started it. Got done probably. It's going on 8 years. So about 2 years ago, I finally finished.
Oh, that's cool, but it was in-house.
Yeah, every
Um,
like different, like they pull in the underground man, pull in the pump man. Just whoever signs up to volunteer to teach it.
that's pretty cool. And then
That is cool.
so did you think you ran work well before you had your license? You guys everybody kind of ran work before they have their license.
Yeah.
And then does the work ramp up once you get your license?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Then they really
Yeah.
start to use and abuse you.
I went from being with the guy at our company to being the guy. I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how long? Like 2 years or?
I've been going in a truck now, going on 2 years.
Okay,
Awesome. Good for you.
But I
that's
always tell
awesome.
people the story. I was dumb trying to impress the boss, so I took on the one of our biggest buildings, which is the Bank of America data center. They run all the ATMs on the East Coast. That's my building.
Okay.
Nothing goes on in there unless I'm there.
Oh, nice. That's good to have
Yeah.
something like that. So the people in there trust you.
Yeah.
That's the telltale sign right there. You're there because the people in there trust you and they want you.
Yep. Yeah.
That's
It's a
awesome.
CBRE
That's awesome.
property, so I go in there. I don't even have to follow. Like they got a whole 30-page package you got to follow. Half the time the guys are just like, you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as it's you, that's awesome.
So typically, the CBRE, they will have one management guy in there. So with that one management guy, he will also sometimes manage other buildings. Has he gotten you into other buildings, kind of from just earning your trust,
Nah, like this one
or
complex,
just
it's
that
like
one?
8 buildings alone.
So you got to
So,
know. The person that's going there has got to know what's going on.
oh
Know
yeah,
how to
Yeah,
navigate those buildings. So if anyone's just
yeah,
joining in, the Victaulic rep had something came up, so we're gonna reschedule him. We actually have another Victaulic rep that is potentially gonna talk to us too. That Big Kev hooked us up with. We're talking to the Teague brothers right now.
yeah.
Did you guys get to work together much?
yeah, we worked together I think my first 2 years.
Yeah.
Did you have to do
Okay.
all the work?
That's kind of like when y'all had y'all's nightmare story. So I got put with his foreman at the time, and yeah, it turned into a nightmare job.
Oh, what?
uh, I,
He
the
knows
Yeah.
he knows what
foreman,
I'm talking about.
Yeah. All right. Save
the
the flood.
foreman,
Save the
the
flood stories for the end.
Well, no, this is
Yeah,
just the
yeah.
job in
Oh,
general.
this is the bad job?
Yeah, like
Oh,
how
yeah.
y'all
All
No.
asked
right,
what was your
let's hear
worst
about
day on the
that.
job as an apprentice. This was like a month-long process.
Oh, okay.
So
Let's tell us about that.
all right, so
Yeah,
basically it
let's hear it.
starts with the foreman. He was going through a rough patch, I would say. He was basically 1 foot out the door, didn't care no more. And we were at a paper mill, same paper mill Nick started at. And basically the guy, he first day was like,
Live,
you pick what hours you want to work. You get to my house. We'll take the truck, and I'll see you when I see you.
and he lived 2 miles from the place,
Yep.
That's awesome.
and
Yeah.
he'd drop us off and pick us back up.
Yep. We were working 4 in the morning till about 1 o'clock, and we ended
Jeez.
up he ended up getting caught because it's a big paper mill, so you got two different gates. We were going through the main gate, and they had recordings of him coming in 3 deep and leaving 15 minutes later by himself.
Mm,
So
not
it
good.
turned into a big
Yeah.
storm.
Wow.
Damn, cameras.
Yeah, it was
Kind
good
of.
for us though.
Yeah. I'm posting a link right now.
How is y'all's relationship when you are working together?
Oh, it was fine. We worked good together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
solid.
young and dumb at the time, so I just got up there and did what I was told to do.
It's awesome. Just
So
hang pipe.
yeah,
Would you guys commute together?
Yeah,
Yeah, because at the time I didn't have a license.
yeah, I was
yeah.
So,
picking them up and taking them to work.
oh, nice.
Or hell, I think that's when we were actually living at my grandma's.
Driving in together. It's nice sometimes when you have a buddy to drive in with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, we got a good question coming in
For
from
sure.
Tracker Bishop on the chat. Do you guys know the code? Is it required to have an isolation valve on the discharge side of a fire pump, or is it optional, even though you have the check valve there? It's a good question for Brian.
In isolation, oh, I would,
Is it
let
required?
me put it this way. If it's not there and you're going to isolate the fire pump, you had to drain the entire floor, or at least the entire building or the entire floor. So, is it, I would say yes. I would say you would have to have that thing. Is how else would you work on the fire pump? You know,
Yeah.
for sure. I have never seen or even heard of a situation of a fire pump without the isolation valve. So, Bishop, what makes you bring that up?
So it would say like if it doesn't have a direct
I
isolation
wonder if
valve
it'll
right
say.
after, then shortly after that on some kind of header, it would then have isolation valves for zones, and you would be able to maybe isolate the header. Yeah, you have
On
to be
all
able
the
to.
standpipes. So yeah, so the standpipes are completely separate. But
Yeah.
when you talk about a fire pump,
You shouldn't
so
have
you can
to.
have the fire pump, and then you can have the discharge, and then you can have a master case and relief valve, and then you can have down the line the isolation. But you have to have isolation. You need to have a way to work on it.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to leave the room and go to the stairwell
No,
to isolate. There's got to be.
now the loop does not have to have. Um, well, let's see. Let me think. Yeah, the loop will have a suction and a discharge control valve as well.
Have
Yeah, so the
isolation valves on all the
standpipes,
standpipes.
that's normal. If all the standpipes have sectionals, then you would have an isolation valve
Yeah,
on the for the
you gotta
floor.
do some legwork and isolate a bunch of shit.
No, I don't. I
Mm-mm.
highly doubt. I would put money on it. It has to have an isolation valve after the pump, where
Mm-hmm.
he's talking about. Yeah. I'll send you a gift card if you can send me a picture of a pump without an isolation valve on the discharge side.
I think I think maybe he's got one. That's why he's asking us. So Jay Simmons just got done with his 5 years. Did you get the ticket?
He's talking about the 5 years at that bank job,
Oh, oh,
the 5 year internal inspections.
oh. I got you. Just got done with all the 5 years. Okay, I read that wrong.
Yeah, he was out there with me.
Okay.
We got 3 people on
Well,
YouTube
did
watching.
something go on?
YouTube's growing.
Yeah, that's cool. That's
Oh,
awesome.
and I see a comment on YouTube. You will need an isolation before the bypass, right? I think so, Jose.
So yeah, you'll have the suction, and then let's say the bypass. What's called a loop. Okay,
Okay.
the loop will come over, right? You'll
Installed
have
per plan.
a control valve on the suction as well as discharge, just like you would for the main line for the fire pump. But in between there, you might have like a relief from a master casing relief valve. But I do not believe you'll have a. You might have a check valve. You also have the velocity relief, so you can have all those components before the discharge
Need a
control valve,
whiteboard.
but you got to have that.
Oh yeah, I'm not also not
Yeah,
used to having
yeah,
4 people, so
yeah,
the
son.
chat is right over. The chat is right. Let me put the chat in the middle here. Move the
There we
chat so
go.
it's not
I
blocking
hope.
Foreman
Did
teeth.
I answer your? Do you got nose code? I will cry.
He said
Did I? A tracker? Did I?
he said he installed per plan. So, you know, maybe
I want to see it.
yeah, what if you have to work on the pump?
You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you had to go to
Chat looks better right there.
the first system, and that's crazy. It's kind of like, when you go to a freezer warehouse and they do not have control valves on the riser.
We need a
Like it,
whiteboard. We need a
like you'll
whiteboard in
have,
the show. What does that mean? So
yeah,
we can draw?
yeah,
Brian's got a pen and paper right there. He could draw it.
yeah.
He could draw on the
Yeah.
wall behind him or
What
something.
do you want to see? Yeah, right. That's what Magic Eraser is for.
Shit.
Yeah. I mean, I really think that's ridiculous. So if you have a room, right? And then let's say you have, 4 risers going in straight into a freezer. Let's say this freezer is -20, right?
Whoa.
That's freezer.
So negative
Well,
20 is what you'll need for ice cream.
Did I
Okay.
miss the question? Wait, what?
No, no, I'm
Walmart.
just talking
Ice
about
cream.
control. Yeah, yeah. So I'm talking about isolation valves, just like you would. That's what a discharge
You lost me
control
at
valve is.
you
Is
lost me at ice
isolation.
cream. You lost me at
Come
ice
on,
cream.
man.
Sneed. We gotta get Sneed on.
Yeah.
So
I'm saying that. All right.
let's see.
Check out my. Yeah. So this is a room, right? You have 4 risers. These go into. These will 90 out into a freezer, right? You have your risers. I believe that you should always put in a control valve above the riser for testing and inspections, especially on like a pre-action deluge, or I mean any dry system actually, because if you don't, then you're taking air away, you're putting air in, and especially if you're going through a dry air pack, the code changes for it to fill up when it goes into a freezer, and as well as if you go through with a dry air pack, and it's the pain in the ass, man. And I don't think it's right. And I see them sometimes, but I think it's the same thing with a fire pump. They don't put that control valve so you can work in that thing. I think that's bad design.
Well, because even if you did have those isolation valves that are probably far away, then what? You're gonna take all that water back into the pump room to if you had to work
Yeah.
on
Well,
something?
let's say it didn't, it accidentally tripped. Let's say the seat is leaking by. It starts filling up with water. You're introducing water and moisture into the freezer, so you need to have those control valves. I know I took one question and then I turned it into a rant, but there you go.
I'm for it. How long was
Yeah.
you guys' average commute down? What state are you in?
Virginia.
Virginia.
Virginia. So
When we
you
were
in Virginia?
Yeah, like I live 30 minutes from Richmond.
Okay, and that's where you guys are mainly working?
Okay.
Our company, uh, we're all over the state really. We go as far as like Charlottesville, Williamsburg and the North Carolina line.
Oh, all right. So you're
That's cool.
Sneed says poor design and the installer's biggest obstacles. Yep, it's the installer's biggest
Absolutely.
obstacle. Yeah. So
Absolutely.
toss in. Bring it up, tracker. Say you want an isolation valve after the pump for the next guy. See what they say. We got 4 people on YouTube.
Yeah, I want to see a picture. I want to see a picture of the pump without the isolation on the discharge. I think that's freaking crazy, man.
Hit me with a picture in my DM tracker. Maybe I can
Yeah,
do some crazy shit and put it in here.
definitely you, man. I don't even know how to use this freaking MacBook. I gotta get it figured
He's got it all set up.
out.
Dude, you look good. You look
God,
good.
Professional.
thanks, man.
But
I'm working
you
on it. I'm
can't
working
use
on the
it.
setup. Yeah.
It's just off.
Oh, I mean, I have it up here, but
It's just off
yeah.
and he just has the mouse and
I'm
he's looking at it pretending. Oh, that's good.
figuring this thing out.
He spiced it up with the Christmas decoration. I love it already, though.
Yeah, I gotta stay festive, right?
That's it.
It tis the season. I hate Christmas. Right around this time, we just get so slow, man. I want overtime. I want hours. And here in Atlanta, it's like no one wants to do anything.
Shit. Ain't the problem here in Virginia. This is our busiest time of the year.
Yeah, it's busy for me. Come take that Friday 5 p.m. shift. I might
Friday,
not
5 p.m. I'll trade you for Sunday
I
then.
might not do the day. Yeah, but I might be obligated to be there Friday day already. But then I said yes to this overtime, which is like a 5 p.m. start on Friday, where we do a disconnect at 5 and then I do a reconnect at 6. But last time I waited like 5 hours for the alarm guy, so that was a long Friday. And then you got to go back Sunday and put it back
Jeez.
together.
Did you get a new pin on your hat?
You like that? It's very observant.
What is it?
It's from my local.
Okay, cool.
I've had it,
You just
and
gonna
I've had
collect
it,
them?
and I never was like, where am I gonna stick a pin? Now I might just
Yeah.
load it up
I'm
with
gonna send you
pins.
some pins. I have a couple like Disney pins from Disney World to
All
send
right.
to you.
What do you got? What do you got, Teague? Bobby pin? A fish hook? The fuck you
Yeah,
catching with that?
man, I haven't seen one of those in a long
You're
time.
gonna poke your eye out with that fucking thing right there.
Yeah.
What the?
You'll shoot your eye out.
He pulls a
Shoot your eye out, kid.
pulls a shark hook off his hat. I'd like to install it, but who's
Oh
gonna pay
man.
for the value? I think the designer missed it. The city approved it though. I just couldn't find the code. I'll send you a pic.
The city approved it. Well, I guess so. If you have approved, all right. So
Ron.
this is I believe how this will go. So the
He says
authority having jurisdiction is gonna. They never know anything really. I say. I mean, they don't know anything about code, so they are strictly going off the plans. So if the plan says it's good, then the person who designed the plans takes responsible for the plans. I'm talking about like legally through court. And then the fire marshal will approve the plans and then approve the design off based off of the plans. And then the
That's a tongue twister.
liability goes back. Yeah, the liability goes back on the authority having jurisdiction.
Did you
So
see
I think it's 100% on the designer.
Sneed saying you look pro as pro AF in the ATL?
Hell yeah, we trying, man. I'm trying. We'll figure this out. I'm still moving, so I have a desk being. I'm gonna get a desk built. I have like a smaller tripod. I got the whole stupid, ring light thing. Yeah,
Oh, you get the ring light
we'll
going.
figure.
I like it.
Yeah,
Professional
yeah.
streamer.
You get it from
I know it,
Walmart.
man. No, no,
Walmart.
my girlfriend had one, so
That's my brother, guys. That's
Yo,
my brother.
I don't know if I
Yo,
could. I don't know if I could go buy one.
he
I would
gives
have to send
Walmart the
somebody.
shout out. That guy.
Walmart.
I'd be like,
That's so
yeah,
good.
I couldn't buy that thing. I would have to send someone. Like, I would call my sister. Hey,
Walmart.
would you go and get me a
My
ring
my
light?
wife's probably got a
I
couple of
can't be
them
seen.
downstairs. We went through ring lights for a bit because my wife she would be on Facebook Live all the time doing her thing.
Just
The
buy it
the
off Amazon,
the ring lights,
discreetly.
yeah, you get the LED ones,
Yeah,
and then
no
your
one
phone
sees it.
sits in the
No
middle
one
of the
sees it.
ring. So what's happening on
So I
Instagram right
have,
now? Are you
yeah.
able to watch it, or are you just running it?
No, it's too far. Like I had,
You want me to check
I
in?
would look up and I would see like,
But
yeah, I would
Instagram can
see
only
like
hear
two people looking in
hear
at
you,
least.
right?
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
All right. I wonder
It's
if I
just
can.
kind of a reminder that we're live.
All
You know,
right.
go to my OnlyFans link.
Go to my
Only
OnlyFans link.
OnlyFans.
So
Yeah, there's
I
a bunch of
almost
links in the bio.
I thought about I thought about making an OnlyFans and then like have it where free and you subscribe and then when they get in, be like, ha, gotcha, you know?
never gonna let
I post a
you
picture
up.
like this,
Never gonna give.
like, ha, gotcha.
Nick's singing for us. What's up, boys? We got Pan Zika. Yo. Little having a liability going back on the AHJ. What kind of industrial you doing, Aaron? Are you doing residential or commercial? Or
I'm at an industrial paper mill right now.
industrial paper mill. What's going on there?
We're so there's actually two sprinkler companies there. We got they cut out like 4 old systems. Everyone's been hacking it out, and I got project to piece the puzzle back together.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it was literally
Oh,
on one side
jeez.
of the plant, walked to the other side, and they were literally cutting something out I was going to tie into.
Is this a clean plant, like
Oh no,
clean
this is
factory, or is it one of those
no, it's
typical paper mill?
yeah, it's actually been
Ooh.
shut down for like 6 years. And
Oh.
a company out of Canada bought it, and now they said the project was up to 800 million. Now it's over $1 billion with all the mess ups they've had in there.
Whew.
So you are getting you're dirty every day. Like you are
Yeah.
like
Uh,
filthy.
well, the other day when I asked about that VFD, so it's a variable speed pump, found out the hard way
Mm-hmm.
what that does. Yeah, I have 3 underground blowouts I found, so I've been playing in the mud.
Holy shit!
They didn't have it set right, and I told because the other company installed it, and I actually had to do some work on a live system Monday morning. Came in at 5, started it, went to fill it back up, and the gauge was pinging off at 250 pounds.
Uh-oh.
Yep, and they were like,
Jeez.
"No, our
Off
VFD's
of a diesel
set," and
pump.
then no, that was just the electric with the VFD. Diesel never cut on.
Jeez.
They never set it right, and I actually found out today from a guy on site that one of the blowouts has been going on since Friday. The county called on Sunday and said, "Are y'all losing water?" And no one walked the site.
So the underground is
Damn.
new or old
So
underground?
It's all old.
let me
Man.
ask you this: is the electric pump and the diesel in one like container, like on sleds, or is it
Uh,
separate in separate rooms?
Separate rooms. Electric's in one room and diesel's on the backside.
The old
The
diesel.
Yeah.
diesel never cut on Monday. Hell, the system would only hold county pressure at 80 pounds, and it never cut on Monday morning at all. They had
I
big
wonder
problems.
why.
The other company had like 8 people out there working on the pump room today alone.
That's not
Jeez.
good. Not a good day for them. Sorry.
Mm-mm. Did you see the residual while the residual of the diesel pump while the electric pump was running? Did
Mm,
you happen to catch that? I wonder what that was.
no, I didn't catch it. They didn't even ask me to go down to the pump room until after one of the maintenance men said he couldn't get the pump to turn off right. I
Oh,
guess on
nice.
whatever pump they installed, you don't go in there and throw the switch. You hit a stop button. It's got like a 10-second countdown, and then you pull like a lift button. It never turns the pump off. It just
Yeah.
turns that controller off.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We got a
I'm just used to.
great question coming in on YouTube from Jose. Does anyone know if you could lines feeding the trash chute need to be per code of steel pipe or can they be run in CPVC?
I've only seen steel,
Yeah, the
and
ones.
that's even on a CPVC high rise like residentials. I've still only seen steel. Now I wonder if that has to come off. But like you said, like even like things, if there's any loading on the CPVC, uh, it messes with the plastic. Like you were like we
That would
were even
make me,
talking like
yeah, if it's a
yeah,
trash chute. I don't know if it has like a vibration
Mhm.
every time someone throws a bag in it. I would just want it to be. I like to do them with a flex hose. Just take a flexi. Every trash chute that I've done, new construction, the heads come in it. You buy the heads in the trash
Yeah,
chute,
absolutely.
and you see the male thread sticking out, and you really don't get to see the head unless you stick your head in the trash chute. Just screw a flex hose onto that bad boy, and up to the steel you go.
Boom, you're done.
Boom.
You love your flex hoses.
If you can get away with them, a lot of times you can't. We can't get away with them up here anymore. People are doing away with a couple, couple oopsies.
Heck, that's all
Have
we do
y'all
here in
ever
Virginia now.
Flexis.
Yup.
y'all
Flex
We
hose, easy flex.
What
That's all
we
I.
call
the ones with
I
the knuckle that break apart? Do they break apart twice?
we call them
No,
whip.
these got two like nuts on them. They're called Easy Flex. It's an inch and a quarter hose. Supposedly you don't got to calc it. That's all. That's all my company buys.
I don't know
Okay.
if I see. So it has two knuckles you can take apart.
Yep.
So you have like a thread by whatever that knuckle is,
Female by male threads. Yep.
Okay.
and then whatever size hose you want,
Yeah, it's an inch and a quarter hose.
and you could go 6 feet if you wanted.
Yep. They buy them in 6 and 5 footers.
Oh wow, you
You
don't
get
even.
I hate them.
Wow.
you get
My
the coupling ones.
no, I've they have we buy the dry pendant flexes like that are grooved. I just get the uh thread ones.
I was blown away when I saw dry flexible sidewalls,
Yep.
and
You see those?
Dry,
they had like
flexible
a
sidewalls.
condensation drain on them. They had like a little condensation hole for like, I don't know, condensation to weep out of it. It made no sense. And we
Hmm.
flexed them all. It was like for balconies. There was an
Mm,
outlet for it, and you were able to just. It was dry and it was a flex, and I'm like, there's no fucking way.
That
mm.
was crazy.
Yeah, I hate flexes. I'd
Interesting.
rather hard pipe.
Yeah, me too. I hate the brackets.
Do you screw the brackets down? Do you have to screw the brackets down with those type?
Yeah, the ones I get are like mouse traps. It clicks right in, and then yeah, you got a wing nut. You just gotta tighten up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my first job as a foreman was technically it's a two-part job, but it was like 1,000 heads on each side of the building.
All
All
flexies.
flexes, all flexes.
You prep them all ahead of time.
Yeah, we spend 2 days just prepping whips.
Do you put the bracket on the hose, or you keep them separate?
Just pop those in the ceiling tile first. Because down here in Virginia, I got to install the tile. With these flexes, the tile man won't put the tile in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does
I
he cut
hate
the
that.
hole? Does he cut the hole?
Nope. He says, here's your pallet of tiles. Have fun. So
With
usually the new guy, that's what I make him do. I say, here you go,
with
12 by
Yeah.
hard pipe
12.
It's
with
pretty good
hard
up here that
pipe
they help us.
with hard pipe they'll cut your hole. They'll cut your head in.
Yep.
But everybody using flex now. I'm like,
Yeah, I don't get. I like using them. I don't get to use them often. I always would put the entire thing together, the head, the bracket, have that baby like one, and then just take off with it. And I'd be up there with spinning. The bracket would be spinning as I'm wrenching it in, and then I just fucking clip it in and go.
Uh,
But
on that job, I had a couple people, so I usually have one installing it, one wrenching it in, and two people coming up behind them, putting in just
Yeah.
dropping it right in the flex.
and then you plate it and you're done.
Yeah.
See you later. Oh wow, the chat's popping off over here. So I like the trash chute flex hose idea. Should try that. Plastic is not allowed to be exposed. That's true, Jeremy. So that's a good question for that trash chute. If it's exposed,
Yeah.
then no. Here's another one. You guys might know the code on the FDC. Is it 250 gallons per minute per outlet? Because if that's the case, 1,000 GPM pump, I would need a 4 outlet FDC.
You can go up to 500
So
on one, right?
Yeah,
we're talking about FTC, or are we talking about a header? Is that what we're talking about?
I think he's talking about the header.
Yeah.
On the FDC,
Um.
is it 250 GPM per outlet? If that's the case, 1,000 GPM pump, I need 4 outlets. Yeah, no, you should be able to get two. You should be able to get 500 out of 2.5 inch hose. Easy, no, Bry?
Yeah. Yeah. So your pedo reading will just be higher. That's all. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. If in fact, if I was doing 1,000 GPM, I would attach 3. I wouldn't even attach 4. Yeah, I
I,
think 3 for 1,000 is. I'm gonna butcher this.
I
Yeah,
think
I'm not
he's.
gonna
I think
try.
he's
I
only
was
got.
thinking about the Tito ring.
I think he's only got two outlets. Is what was what I'm getting out of that. Flex and CPVC
Two
is the way
hours
of the
to
future.
500.
Flex and CPVC, Sneed? I don't know if I like that. That's
Flexing.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Flex heads lose 21 feet of travel. Well, I think that he was just saying that the new ones don't. The ones that you use don't.
No, it's it goes from a 1 inch threaded to an inch and a quarter hose back to 1 inch. So because it's inch and a quarter, they don't even have to calc it.
What do you think of that,
Really?
Jeremy? We cut and install tiles down here also. CPVC can, with capital letters, be exposed. From Sneed. Got its own set of rules to be exposed. Really? I'll be damned. I've been preaching that
Yeah.
for a long time. So hit me with a screenshot or something, Sneed. I gotta. Oh, I think that they did. Requires a discharge valve. The only exception is, which I read quickly, basically says if you install a backflow preventer after the discharge, the after backflow valve is considered the discharge valve. That made my brain hurt. Basically says if you install a backflow preventer after the discharge, the after backflow valve is considered the discharge valve. Reading the second time didn't help. Reword
I love all the technical
it.
questions. This is awesome.
Translate.
I want to know about CPVC being exposed. If it's exposed
I've
plastic, a
seen it.
printer needs to be with a
I've
foot
seen it.
of each riser. If exposed plastic, a sprinkler needs to be within a foot of each riser. I don't
The
do much
backflow
CPVC.
outlet valve.
Are you reading that? Brian's gonna answer that.
Yeah.
Brian's gonna answer that tongue twister riddle you just sent, Ice Cowboy. The
I don't know what
backflow
he's
outlet
asking.
valve. The lazy apprentice. Who's
What about
this?
what about the backflow?
Jose's popping off in the YouTube chat. I didn't realize that we could chat live. You could chat live on Twitch and YouTube. Come on back.
Oh, that's cool.
Blazemaster allows certain scenarios for exposed CPVC. I've seen it, and I always say, you can't do that.
I've seen an exposed PVC.
Vega press fit anyone?
Um,
I think Jeremy's going to be. I haven't seen anybody doing sprinkler press fits yet, and Jeremy's going
no,
to show
I
us
haven't.
one of these
I haven't
days.
done a press fit.
Anyone start installing PEX systems in residential? PEX systems sprinklers? That'd be sick.
Pegs?
What, you just grab it and just pull it from just one home runs?
Jeremy said he's seen pegs. Man,
Yeah.
No,
pegs
we
and
got
sharp
so
backs.
we got a first time chat. R Quills. Thanks for chatting. Everybody, thanks for tuning in to everybody. But so first time chatter, he says anyone start installing PEX systems in residential yet? Haven't heard of it.
A
Jeremy says,
guy,
"Yep."
No, I wouldn't. I don't think I would trust it.
What? That
um,
stuff
a,
it
To
doesn't
be honest
break.
with you.
a guy on one of
Yeah.
those other
What do you
companies
mean?
I
It
was
was.
talking to on the job, he said it's down in Texas, PEX sprinkler pipe.
How do you get so you get so it's got to be 1 inch? Is it crimp or is it like that
Yeah.
stretchy shit? Like where's bro?
He just said
No,
it.
it would have to be thicker.
Vega
It
offers a
can't be
PEX
that flex
system.
stuff.
I've done press for quick repairs. Sick.
Oh,
On copper instead of
has to be
soldering?
thicker.
It's got to be better. They never let me allow it. Crimp press.
We did a copper system at the hospital.
Yeah, for MRI rooms, I've done one.
Yeah,
Pro press?
we did it.
Yep.
I've done.
Yeah,
Yeah, all the
I've,
MRI rooms I did, I sweat it.
We
we
had
We
too
we
many
fucking sweat in two
blowouts,
inch.
so they don't like it no more.
Blowouts on the sweat?
Yep. Well, they would
My
get another
specialty.
company to come in there to sweat it,
Oh,
and
they would?
yep.
Oh no,
really?
that's me.
Yep.
No, I'm doing it all.
Dude, I
If I'm
specialize in
putting my
that
name on
in
it, I'm doing
soldering.
everything. Yeah.
I
I
we're
don't
don't
get
want
to
someone
do it
we're
else
much.
touching
Next
my
time I
stuff.
solder, you bet your ass I'm gonna make a video. Maybe I'll just buy some fittings and shit and do some soldering
we're
videos in the yard.
we're wrench turners, not not solderers.
I could solder. Well,
Yeah.
because I went through the plumbing trade to learn
Oh,
about
I
tools
did
and shit. We did a lot of soldering.
I did a full copper. What was it? Domino's Pizza.
What
Damn.
the
The
hell?
busiest one in Georgia, actually. Yeah,
So
the
what? They were
busiest one in
spending.
Georgia.
Was
I
it
did it at night.
exposed?
They were running. No, it was above a drop ceiling.
Why was it copper? Why would they spend that money?
Dude, I didn't know. I don't know, man.
And you
The
soldered it
whole
all?
thing. Yeah, every bit of it.
Good for you.
No.
That's sick.
Call me down there
Yeah.
when y'all got to rip that out. I'll take care of it.
I want. Where's this location?
Speaking of
We
Reese,
should go back there and
it's
we
in
should look at it. I want to go above the ceiling and look at all your old solder joints.
yeah. So it is the Domino's in Kennesaw, Georgia. It is the busiest Domino's in Georgia. There's a university there.
Its
Yeah.
distance from the hard lid and pipe shall be protected by head, I believe. Don't quote me. Got a PEX head right here in the collection. 4 inlet slash outlets. Concealed PEX head. 4
A
inlet slash
PEX
outlets.
head.
Come on,
Who makes the
hit
PEX
me in the
head?
DM, Snee. I want to get a picture. R Quills. Just saw a Uponor commercial for PEX. That's why I asked. Not sure if it's been approved. I got that tool that you can like you put the little. I think it's Uponor or
You
Worth
got the
Pro.
one
You
with the
put the little
handle?
sleeve over the pipe and then you fucking stretch
Yeah.
it. I don't have the automatic Milwaukee one. It's like a pump. You pump it and then you put it in a little bit more. You pump it and then once it gets its size, you just jam a fitting in there, and it returns back to its original. And that baby holds. Seems fucked up.
Yeah. It's like a penis pump, right?
What?
Bobby the penis pumper.
Hey, that's better than blowout Bobby.
Oh Jesus.
I threw that
Oh,
out there to see if anyone would catch it.
no nicknames, Nick.
Uh,
Oh man,
I'm just
you
kidding.
got a couple of them.
Yeah, the nicknames have been flying. You
Gosh,
got
I'm gonna make
you
stickers.
bastards. You bastards. Just I haven't soldered since plumbing in high school. I'll confirm Sneed comment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've soldered at the house, replacing a hot water heater,
I was just soldering for my
and then at Domino's. That's it.
my wife's grandfather over at his house fixing some shit. Oh, he
Hmm.
sent Arquill sent a video to. Huh. I don't know if I don't want to click it. It might show up over here and fuck the stream up. So I'm gonna click it after. Someone else click it for me.
Yeah, I want to
Shout.
know if anybody wants to see like backflow repair stuff or backflow testing. So I use a two hose method on RPZ and a one hose typically on a DC. It's very different from what they teach in school, but it's you get the same thing. It is very different, but in but yeah, you
I
get
don't like
the
blow out
same
Bobby.
results.
I don't like that one.
Blow
Bastards.
out, blow out, Bob.
Blow
That's
out
gonna be our
Bobby.
first shirt.
Bastards. You guys are
Blow out Bobby
bastards.
with the with the
Jinx
mustache.
me.
a sticker.
Yeah, get some stickers.
Oh, we got another
Fuck me
comment
up.
on YouTube. So we had 19 viewers on Twitch right now live and 4 on YouTube.
That's
I think there's
crazy.
people on Facebook. There's people commenting on the Facebook
Hell
one,
yeah.
but it just doesn't say that there's anyone viewing for whatever reason. But we
Yeah,
have another comment. Shout out from
that's
Guardian
interesting.
Fire Protection in Arizona. Shout out, dog. Thanks for
Ooh,
shouting out. We appreciate it. Don't listen to these clowns in the
hell yeah.
chat. They don't know what they're talking about.
No. All right, it's 9:50. We gotta hear a blowout story. Speaking of blowout Bobby.
Yeah, who's got
Y'all
you got
got
a little
one where y'all are
when
all
was there
together?
water on the floor?
Yeah, I technically I got two of them. One was like right before I took a truck, and then one was when I wasn't blowout, luckily, but it's kind of like your story where you said you were at a hospital 100 and some miles away from the house, so it's pretty good. So the first one, we were at an industrial metal sheeting plant, and had to just change out a run-in check valve, just swap it out. That's all they wanted us to do. They shut the PIV off. It's one of them private places that the maintenance man does everything. Um, Shut it off. We started taking the bolts out. I mean, it was draining. and but it was leaking by. You can tell in the drain, and so we sent a bigger boy out there, and we were like, crank on that PIV just a little bit, see if you can get that extra umph in it. And long story short, he went out there, and when he gave it that extra umph, yeah, next thing you know,
Broke
you
the
heard
pig.
ping inside the warehouse and 60-foot column of water smacking the roof.
Shut the fuck up.
But luckily, I'll say this: I was always taught, don't take all the bolts out. So I left one bolt in that thing threaded
Yes.
in.
Yes.
If it weren't for that, yeah, it would
Uh-huh.
have been a nightmare.
Oh, so you saved it a little
Ooh,
bit.
man.
Oh yeah, then we rushed on in there, impacts are swinging, and closed her up, getting water in my mouth, and it was real fun.
That's awesome. So he broke the underground? He
Yep,
broke
broke the
the
PIV, broke the stem top off.
Oh man.
Damn.
See ya.
Yep, because I was actually talking to my underground man
Damn.
today. He was like, "Yeah, I remember that one," because it happened less than a year ago.
That's fucking
Oh,
scary.
wow.
How many times have you just been hanging on a wrench just trying to give it that extra oomph? Oh no. I'm gonna think about that
Yeah,
now. No, don't
yeah.
be sorry, Sneed. I'm just fucking around. Blow out Bobby, I mean, that name can't stick unless it happens. Sprinkler Kid on YouTube. What up? We don't use ProPress because some
Sprinkler
antifreeze is
kid,
not
what's
compliance
up,
with the
man?
rubber and the fittings. Most copper systems we work on are in houses and are antifreeze. So we had problems
So,
with antifreeze and
and
copper, and I was going and removing all that. We were replacing all the copper with steel.
now I don't know if it's nationwide. I don't know if it's just Georgia, but there is no longer any antifreeze systems. They were taking them all out. I don't know if it came down to like a recall system, but there's no more antifreeze. There's no loops. There's no backflow loops. None of that
Wasn't
anymore.
it? Wasn't it
Yeah.
some of it being?
Okay.
Wasn't some of it being flammable?
Oh yeah, because the chemical would change over time,
And then the fucking head goes off and it's squirting out like
bro.
flammable shit for a
Yeah,
little
it's a
bit.
flamethrower. Yeah,
That's so
it's a
scary.
flamethrower.
Make antifreeze illegal.
Can you? Jeez.
We still got it
Oh
all over
yeah.
Virginia. I can tell you that.
Yeah?
Yeah, we
Really?
got 50-gallon drums of it at the shop.
I can't oh, I can
Shit.
it's
A
been a
lot of
long
them like
time, but pumping them things out and you pump them into the bin and you got to take it back to the shop and it fucking stinks, gets all
Yep.
over you. It ruins your whole outfit, no?
No, we use some stuff that's it's glycerin.
Yeah,
Goes
but if you
goes in
ever have
ice
to
cream.
pump the old shit out.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I'm talking,
yeah,
10 years ago, 12 years ago.
yeah, yeah.
We have 38% premixed glycol everywhere in Toronto, Canada. 38%.
What?
That's accurate. How do you get that reading? 38 premixed. 38%.
38.
Hmm. 38% premixed glycol. Smells like money. If you mix it too high, now you can only use premixed.
Smells like money.
The chat
Now,
on YouTube is popping off right now. It's pretty cool.
there are some big, um, like antifreeze systems that are attached to, what is it? Like freezer warehouses. Where like you have to send in samples and stuff like that, and if the sample fails, you got to drain the entire system.
Yo, yeah.
And there's
Yep.
there's check valves, that separates the water and then the dry system with the full antifreeze, and it's that's an ordeal, man. That's an ordeal. But if you had a dry air pack and then you had the controller above the pre-action dry system, you're gonna be fine.
We got a
Save that
comment.
money, do it right.
We got a comment on Facebook from Alec. Freeze calls
Oh
here
hell
in
yeah, that's
Texas
cool.
coming soon. I guarantee. Lots of service calls lately. That's like weird. That's weird to hear from. I'm up in New England. I
Yeah,
think Texas.
Texas.
I think heat, bro. But I mean,
Yeah, man, I
we
think
talk
it's
with
hot.
Tyson, and he says that he's in Vegas and it's cold. It seems weird. Texas is cold.
Does it?
Texas has always been
Georgia, it's
cold.
crazy, man.
Well, we're about to get snow here in Virginia tonight.
Yeah, I've had
It's
snow.
gonna
We
snow.
keep getting snow every morning.
Y'all can have it.
Joe,
Bastards.
Atlanta is crazy. It'll be 30 degrees in the morning, be 75 in the afternoon, or
Mm.
it's this, or it'll be like 70 in the afternoon, and then it'll be like 50 at night, and then go down to 30. It's just you can't. I mean,
Shit.
it's all over the place,
Tracker
all over
Bishop,
the place.
much respect, guys. I like what you're doing with the podcast. Keep the shows going. Bobby never had a blowout. Guy's a beast. I'm out. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Freaky
That's all.
cold in Texas. What the
Oh,
hell?
freaky cold. Like, what is cold? Like,
What's
what do y'all think
cold?
is cold? Like,
Yeah.
is it, yeah, 40 degrees? Like, what is that?
All right.
They're probably like Florida people. When it gets below 50, they're freaking out.
It feels like
Yeah.
20. It feels like 20 outside. It
Yeah.
feels like 20 outside for me right now. Clear, 26. Feels like 20. It's nippy. And I'm not trying
Yeah,
to
heck
pay. I'm
yeah,
not trying to
dude.
pay the
Woo.
oil man, so I got everything turned way down. So I keep these nice warm shirts, and I got the pellets though. We get pellets in the summer. You buy pellets by the ton in the
Hmm.
summer when they're cheap, and then and it's like $2 a day to just have that thing crank at 80. What do we got? Sneed is sending me pictures. Oh, of a four-way pecs. What the hell? Can I click it?
Pecs, man. I
Let me.
haven't seen anything in Pecs in Georgia.
It's got 4 male
That's
outlets
wild.
on it. What do? The PEX is so shitty, you gotta tie into it 4 times. I gotta run 4 pipes to that thing? I just don't get it. It makes no Or
Yeah.
they turned it into like a lawn sprinkler type deal where you just gotta, in case you want to go to the next room in the closet. It's got a 4-way. I don't know if I can. I don't, I don't know if I'm tech savvy enough to show you guys.
I know I'm not, man. I'm lucky I'm on here. I'll figure it out, though.
Let's
I'm
see
not
if this.
watching YouTube
I don't know.
videos.
Let's see if this works. I'm gonna hold this here for a second. 4-way PEX. All right, I held it over there. Let's see if it pops up. I'm not sure if it's going to, but I can share them
No, I
after
don't
this.
see anything.
It's well, no, you guys won't see. The listeners will see. That is extremely interesting. Nah, I don't think it showed up. I'm not tech savvy enough. My bad. I'll show you guys after on Instagram.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to loop it in and out of each room when using PEX. That's why it's a 4-way. I'm still confused as fuck.
Yeah. Why are you like looping it? So it comes back to it, and then it
Oh,
runs like a, what is it, like a bullheaded T kind of thing?
it looks like a fucking little manifold coming off of the head. I'm gonna look at it this way. Come here, Sneed. All right, here we go. Technology this. Technology this, bitch. Look at that fucker.
Oh shit.
Huh? You guys see it? Yeah, oh
What?
yeah, you can see it. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's so good you gotta
No.
pipe it 4 times.
It
Right?
looks like a terrible design.
So then like the next one would only have like 2 or 1 or I don't know. Seems like a lot of pipes. But
Yeah.
with the pecs, you don't like need elbows. You just fucking bend it.
Just boom, boom,
You just
boom,
grab
boom.
the spool and send it up to the second floor and you don't even need any fittings, right? Pecs? Sounds even worse than
So,
CPVC.
so you think Schedule 10 PEX is the future?
I don't
Isn't
think
there a temperature
I don't
and
think it
a
breaks. Does it break?
I don't know. Ask
When
a plumber.
we were in trade school, we took like a 1 foot piece of copper and we filled it up with water and we capped it and we put it in the freezer and we did the same thing with PEX and the fucking copper split down the seam and the PEX just expanded and we let it thaw out and it was
damn?
it was perfect.
I wonder how PEX will handle pressures.
I don't
180 residuals,
we should do it.
165
It
residuals.
doesn't hold 200 psi in hot climates.
Oh yeah, that is another thing. Temperature has a lot to do with PEX.
It doesn't hold 200 psi in hot climates. Well, that's scary.
Couldn't be
Yeah,
it in
but
a
that rules that
bistro.
out.
I like to go a little more. I like to test my shit in the mid 200s.
Yeah, that's the
I
wildest
don't
shit I've
know.
ever heard the other day.
I,
You
s-
said two
I
seventy five. I was
signed
like,
it.
damn.
Yeah,
Dude, I've had it.
yeah, 275.
Sometimes like the building guys. Man. At one point, someone was trying to push on me a 24-hour, 300-pound test. I'm like, it's not rated for this. You guys, this isn't not a
Hell
sprinkler
no.
thing. I don't think I can hold that much pressure for that long. The temperature changes, the whole system's gonna
No,
drop
no.
or raise. I did a hydro test on an awning. It was a dry system on an awning outside of a school, but it was the middle of the summer. But we filled it up at 6 a.m. before the sun, and we started our hydro. And bam, the sun comes out, and fucking the guy comes back to check the gauge 2 hours later, and we're like 40 pounds over. And he's like, "You fucking cheaters!" And I'm like, "Wait, we didn't
I would
cheat.
have.
I didn't fucking cheat.
I,
Like I took everything away. Like the guy, and then like I couldn't figure it out. I was a newer
hey,
journeyman. They're like the heat from
Yeah.
outside put it up that much.
always take a picture, and you had that time, date.
Boom. Yep. Like cheater. This is fucking like 8 heads.
We had the same thing happen in a dorm, but the guy was so dumb. You gotta pump it from the basement, and then he tried to walk to the 20th floor. That's where he wanted to check the gauge. I said, well, you went up 20 floors. Of course, it's not gonna be 200 pounds.
Jeez.
Tried to say we were lying,
Yeah.
say we cheated.
Oh yeah. You gotta get the pressure from the bottom. I think our Quills just dug into it and pulled it up for us, and he says that PEX is only approved for 13D.
Hmm.
Blaze
All right.
inflates in hot Vegas. Really?
Inflates.
I don't like any of the plastic shit. I want to do one. I want to do steel.
No,
I
man.
like me some steel pipe,
Iron, baby.
and I can just I can go quick with it.
40 seconds? No, what was it? 39? You beat the Majestic guy?
I don't. That's Billy. That's my boy Billy. He's from so
Oh,
he
is
says
it?
he's from the East Coast. I don't necessarily know right where he's from the East Coast, but it takes guts to do that. Is to put a video of yourself running the machine. You know, people don't do it because it takes guts,
Mm-hmm.
and Billy didn't have a reamer, and that's not fucking Billy's fault. You know, you think the company sends you a machine, you're gonna fucking add a reamer? No, you're gonna thread the fucking pipe and put it in. But when you put a
Yeah.
video out like that, what do you think people are gonna say? Where's the fucking reamer? So
Where's the reamer?
shout
Where's
out
the
to
reamer?
Billy because it takes heart to keep it and then keep the post up when everyone's attacking you. But then they
Yeah.
themselves won't post a video. So Billy told me post one, and I've been all about my cordless threader now for years. So
Yeah.
I don't really run the
Yeah,
machine.
you
I
love
don't
that
really run
thing.
the machine that much. So I did one practice cut. I'm like, all right, I think I could do this. And we sent it. I probably could use a sharper. If someone wants to try to go faster, I'm gonna get a high speed machine and a brand new cutting wheel. I'm gonna try to shave a little bit of time off of that baby. We'll keep it going. I'll post another one if I have to.
But it's gotta be 2-inch schedule
Yeah.
40 now. That's when you know you're
Ooh,
fast.
all right, that's good. Galvy, so it spins in the chuck.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nothing like the smell of hot cutting oil. So I will not use.
Hey,
Oh,
and you have to wait and finish and dope and tape it.
I
That's
doped and
right.
taped it. So Billy hit me up and he's like, dude, you fucking hit it with the rag so quick. I just fucking tossed the rag at it, you know. I don't use the old style cutting oil. I won't use it anymore. You got to get what they call nuclear. New NU clear. And it's made by Rigid and you'll want to drink it. It smells so good, I swear to you. As you're threading, you will enjoy the
What?
smell.
Yeah,
Clear cutting
you get it
oil.
when you get a brand new machine.
Nuclear. Yeah, you can get it. Listen, it's a little bit more expensive, but you ever be threading somewhere and they're like, "What's that smell?" They're like, what are you guys taking apart? What's that?" It's because your threading machine oil sucks. They're probably giving you like used motor oil. Nuclear,
Yeah.
preach it. NU clear. And
Nuclear.
have the apprentice empty the bucket, empty the old oil out, and scrape the bottom and get all the cuck out of there and clean it nice and put some nuclear in there. And then, I don't know, tag me. He'll thank me later, I'm telling you.
You're just too nice with them. I just say it's the smell of money.
Spicy blowout video on Instagram someone just sent me. Come on back.
Ooh.
Might be able to hold it up again. Old school. Let's see. And and then the other thing about posting that
20W50.
on the threading machine was the my Instagram has been crazy today. The Lazy Apprentice. I don't see you, bro. Oh wait, I do. Testing hydrants. Video sent in messages. Request. Oh, okay. Let's see. He wrote, "Blow up, Bobby, you prick." What do you got? Where are we? I'm fucked up. Let me get orientated before I show him. Oh, is this below you? Oh, you're looking down? I don't know.
I just got a
It's
message on
exciting, but
Instagram.
I can't orientate myself. I don't know. It's not gonna show up too good on here.
I got a message on Instagram saying that
He's
we
like
need to
looking down a
get Matthew
shaft.
Klaus on here from NFPA.
Oh yeah, Matt Klaus from
Whoa.
NFPA. Look, he's looking down like
Yeah.
a
So
shaft. It
he's
is
the
like
lead
some.
engineer.
I'll share this. The Lazy
That's
Apprentice
legit.
is
Send it to me.
gonna let me
I
share.
like to put it on.
Oh, testing hydrants on a loop
Yeah.
main system inside the plant. Six
Whoa.
inch roustabout. Those are my worst fear when I see those fuckers. The 6 inch roustabout let go. No, someone said I told you so. There was a sprinkler fitter somewhere someday that looked at that thing and they said that's no good.
That's crazy. Yeah, no good.
I've spent 20 W50
Absolutely.
in my basement. Oh, yeah. Oh, so thick. Fucking smokes on you. Yeah, I don't want that smoky,
That's funny.
thick cutting oil. Yeah, I'll post that video that they sent me. Sorry, the video's upside down. Oh, okay, that's why I was fucked up. So it's not me. Basement video recorded through a hole. Oh, I gotcha. So I'll flip it and then I'll share it. Thank you for that. Send me some shit. That's awesome. If you got flood videos and you want, and I can send them, I post them. Send them to me.
Yeah, I want to see him too. I would love to post him as a reel. Put him
We
on
aren't
our TikTok. See what happens.
we aren't supposed to thread with
WD-40.
WD-40. So if you look up the Milwaukee cordless threader on YouTube or any of the videos, maybe on their Instagram, you'll see that Milwaukee makes like a WD-40 type shit. And I was gonna get it. I think when we got the threader, it came with one can, and it was nice, but it's like $30 a can or some shit. And I don't like the aerosol. I
Jeez.
don't like the aerosol action of it. I just rather use the old school bucket, a new bucket,
Yeah,
but not the new spray.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk the company into
absolutely.
buying that cordless Milwaukee. I want that thing
Dude,
for
I got.
service calls.
I started making some. I made a video. So that was another thing is I was gonna see if I could. I was gonna see if I could beat Billy with that. That was my original plan. But the problem with that thing, you lose the time, is you can't just throw the die open and rip it off. You got to put it in a reverse and back it out, and it takes just as long, almost as it takes threading it.
Um,
But I might still post it and
you
see
don't
if
have to
someone
get a
else
machine
can
out.
and see because I don't use a tripod and I don't use a cart and I don't use nothing. I just have my bucket, my oiler on the ground, and I have the whatever you got to cut a 2 foot 2, mark it with my thumb, bandsaw, and then I throw the sissy bar on it, and then I got the threader upside down in the oiler, and I just jam it in and it threads away, and I just oil it right there. Usually like crouch down,
Wow.
um, and it's quick if you're only doing a few threads, compared to pulling the whole machine out.
Oh, I gotta tell y'all the Ralph
Interesting.
story.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, hit us with the Ralph story.
All right, so the whole reason with the Ralph story is here in Virginia, a guy went on a service call to a prison, him and the fitter, and basically as a joke, every tool, everything had to have a name. So he called the fucking Rigid
Wow.
300 Ralph. But the whole point of the story is at the end of the day on the ticket, he put Ralph on the job for 8 hours. So it was just a joke around the shop that the Rigid's Ralph, and
That's a good one, Ralph. I like that. I could call my
That's
machine
funny,
Ralph.
Ralph.
We're always trying to like reinvent the machine. Everyone wants to try to make it better, and we go that cart. If you watch the video of me threading, it's on like this sick cart, and it's all over the place. But on the side that I'm on, it has all these sick drawers where you could put elbows and reducing couplings and heads, and that cart's badass. The only problem with it when they made it is that the machine on that side, especially if you put a stick of pipe in it, it's top heavy, so it actually has a bunch of counterweights under the handle. I'm going there tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm going there tomorrow. I'm gonna post a close up, and I'm also gonna grab my piece of pipe out of the oiler, and we're gonna try to check the threads. Someone wanted to know how many turns I got.
well, I'll take a picture of the one we have. We have like an all steel one that they built, and the machines on like the left side of it. but it's like perfectly in the center. Like they built the extra shelf for it, and the oiler sits right there, and it's got a
Yeah.
perfect spot for it.
Is it
Yeah,
sick?
yeah. We had to take it to the Federal Reserve building. I love that
Yeah,
thing. I
that's
was like, I
sick.
want this on the truck.
Yeah, you can just drive.
Yeah.
You don't have the tripod and it's scratching the floor. It's just boop. So yeah, we like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Remember,
Well,
Anything
hey
new.
guys, I appreciate all y'all coming on.
I'm
And
happy to see that the YouTube is people are
yeah,
chatting
that's cool.
and I can see it.
Hey guys, I mean we're what, a week in, this I guess this is their technically our second week. I mean, we're growing well, and I think we're creating a community, and we're learning, with these. Now we're having chats, and people are coming in with technical questions. I think it's amazing. I
Ralph
really
for
think
8, baby.
we have something, guys. Ralph for 8. I'll have to put that on a shirt,
I think
man.
we might have had 20 viewers tonight, which is, I mean, we're talking about work right now at 9 o'clock at night,
Yeah, and loving it.
and we're loving it, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm
Yep.
loving it. I love this
right.
trade.
Man, I don't work a day in my life.
So we're not live tomorrow. We usually like Thursday and Friday off. They're busy, so um,
Yeah,
the holidays are coming. We're gonna just try to keep it rolling, keep pushing the content. We're gonna get live after I'm going on vacation the first week of January. I may try to bring my Alienware computer. I have Streamlabs on that, so I might be able to do this. You know, it'll be 9 o'clock at night still in Florida, and
On the beach,
if
have a
everyone,
couple beers.
the kids are sleeping and everything, I'll just jump on here. Maybe we can still stream. I'm not sure though. I got to do a test run.
yeah, boom.
If not, then you
Even if
figure.
it's just me, yeah,
Well, you can say
me and
something.
Bobby, we can just answer some questions.
Yeah, I could still I can
Just
still just interview the shit out of you.
yeah.
I'll hit you with the one-on-one interview, dog.
Hey man, go get your 25 bucks. Let's just do a little, little
I
quiz.
printed out 241 because there was a couple questions, but I got to be able to navigate it. But figure no matter what, like the second week of January, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, moving forward through the whole year, it's gonna always be 9 o'clock, live at 9,
Yeah,
dope and tape live
9 to
show,
10.
and we're gonna just start. That's where we're gonna start locking people down, like the second week of January. And then it's just gonna flow. And hopefully we'll do some Saturday things. We'll do a Saturday social. Maybe we can we'll put like 10 people up here. We can get all the guests come up. The Mick Ultra at the end of the show, baby.
Yeah, let's go.
That's great.
Yeah, I think Saturday would be cool. If we get a light Saturday for an hour, we get tons of guys. We just talk.
Saturday
Even some
social.
girls.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And the fitter chicks, plumbing chicks, whatever,
Hmm.
electrician chicks, anyone.
Boom.
The
Right.
the
Right.
the females in the
Absolutely.
trade industry are like far and few between. So if you want to come on and talk, we'll obviously want to talk to you.
We got
And
one
I
at the
think
job
that
site. I'll have to tell her
Yeah.
they have this.
about the show.
You know, the motivation that they'll bring. You know,
Where's
that
the
women can
dope and
do it
tape
too, and
T-shirts
all
from
that. It's
Panzica?
great. So we're gonna wait 90 days,
Should we do some
and
dope and tape
we're
T-shirts?
thinking,
Some hats?
y'all want them?
You guys are
Damn right,
crazy.
I'll buy one.
You guys are crazy.
Pull out Bobby.
Blow out Bobby sticker, baby.
If we
Yeah.
do a blowout Bobby shirt, it's $1,000.
Shit, I
I'll
got a
buy
credit
it.
card, baby.
Yeah.
I'll go work some overtime.
Ralph
No, I
for
don't want
8.
that. I
We'll
don't
do
want
the.
that shirt.
Hey, Lane, I want a
We'll
Christmas
do.
present.
It's gonna be a special. It's gonna be like a special one. Only one. Only selling one a year, and it's like 10 grand.
A special
Ralph for
giveaway.
8. That's what we'll do.
Ralph for
Ralph
eight,
for 8.
baby.
Yeah, yeah. We could put
Ralph for 8.
Ralph for 8 on a shirt. Dope and tape.
Make
We could do some
make
shirts.
dope great again. Yeah.
Make dope great and get great again.
Get some hard hat stickers going. Shit, y'all be the next Sprink Life.
That is
Oh
awesome.
yeah.
Let's do it. I want to get Sprink Life on here. He's just not into it. I don't think.
Man. Yeah, I don't think he's into
Keep
showing
pushing
his
him.
face or
Tell him.
anything,
Come
but
on. Maybe we could put an avatar. No, you could have a sick background like logo hat, and then you could wear. Can you put an avatar on this thing?
If he got like
maybe.
a green screen, yeah, he can do whatever.
You know?
Yeah. Put a ski
Hell, he
mask
can get
over his
on
face
here and he
or
don't
something,
even need to show his face. He can just sit here and talk.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
can be
Yeah.
We want
Or
voice
just
only.
he can do a big
Kanye.
hat, a
Stash.
mask
Kanye
with a hat.
West.
Blowout Bobby shirt with the upturned stash. You guys are pricks.
Hell Hell, you were saying
Oh,
that's awesome.
the big stream on Saturdays. You could go live like you and record the Discord and everyone just jump in the Discord.
Boom.
we could do that, and so I would stream the Discord on Streamlabs.
Yeah, but like everybody else would just get in the Discord.
Huh. We're gonna have to talk about that off air a little bit more because I don't totally understand that, but I'm new to Discord. I'm new to
I got you,
LinkedIn.
man.
I'm new to
Discord. I'm
TikTok.
super nerd when it comes to the Discord, man.
All right, yeah, we're gonna talk about that. All right, we're gonna
You
shut this
gotta you
down.
gotta help us. You gotta help us.
Hour and 10-minute show. It's I think they're getting better and better. We were expecting the Victaulic rep tonight. Something came up, no big deal. We'll get him on the next one. We're gonna keep on planning these things and keep doing them because we like them and you like them, and we appreciate you guys for coming on the Teague brothers.
Thank y'all.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
I want to have y'all on again.
All
Yeah.
right, everybody have a great night. Dope and tape over and out.
Oh, blowout Bobby T-shirt lottery once a year.
Yeah. Raffle.
Fucking hate
Yeah,
you
we can do
guys.
that.
Make
We
it
could
when you hit a
we could
certain
do a
amount of subs,
combo.
man.
We can do a combo. We can do a shirt and a hat.
Oh, Bobby. I'm gonna do my. I'm gonna to make that work. If you guys really want to do that, I'm losing the hat and I'm doing a blowout, and that's how I'm gonna play that. Cause fucking